Hello! Oh my goodness, I am so tired, but I'm gonna do this live video about BB Creme because you guys have been asking about it for so long. My oldest is out with his uncle right now, and my middle child is taking a nap, and my other child is in my stomach. You guys like my pregger shirt? I am starting to feel so pregnant. I'm getting pretty wobbly. But one of the products that so many of you guys have asked me about over and over and over and over again and asked me to do a video is the BB Creme. So better late than never, but I'm finally going to talk about it while I have a little bit of time. And I have 3 different shades of the BB Creme here. I'm gonna try and apply some of them, maybe to my neck or whatever, just so you can kind of see the difference. But most importantly, I want to tell you what they are and why they're awesome. So here is, I'll just show you what the BB Creme looks like. It comes in this little bottle right here. So our BB Creme is basically a 4-in-1 product. It contains our makeup primer. It also has our anti-aging serum in it. So this is our primer, and I'll tell you more about a primer and why, if you're not using a primer, why you should be. It also has our anti-aging serum in it. And it also has an SPF of 15, and it's basically a tinted moisturizer. So you're knocking out all of those things in one little product right here. Let me go ahead and tell you up front what the cost is of the BB Creme, because I know a lot of natural and organic companies are out there and are popping up and have been popping up in the last couple of years. One of the things that sets Lemongrass so far apart of everybody else is the cost of our products, and that's actually why I started using them to begin with and why I became a consultant. The price is just so affordable. So here is our BB Creme. This is 1 full ounce, and one of these jars, I use mine every single day. One of these will last me up to 4 months, and it costs $24. $24 for one of these babies. So before I started using Lemongrass, let me show you. I don't want to hopefully you can't really see the company name. This is the primer that I used to use. This was 1 fluid ounce versus this is the Lemongrass primer, 1 fluid ounce. Our primer, also $24. What I used to pay for this bottle right here, I want to say this was like $36 to $42 depending on which store that I got it from. I used to go to like Sephora or Ulta, and I used to try to find it kind of cheaper there. But anyway, this is what I used to use. This is a primer. So if you don't know what a primer is and you don't use one, I don't use this guy anymore. But I use our Lemongrass one. But a primer in general, the whole purpose of one, it increases the longevity of your foundation. So it helps keep your foundation on like all day long. It also helps reduce the appearance of fine lines, and it shrinks your pores. And it also helps leave a matte finish. So that's the whole reason that I use a primer. One of the main ingredients of lots of primers, because this was not the only one that I tried in the past, one of the main ingredients in primers, what helps it go on so smoothly and helps it like fill in your pores, and makes your face look nice and like smooth and like even, is a silicone. They use silicone in this stuff, which is gross. You're basically like suffocating your face and your pores. So I no longer use this stuff, but I saved it because I knew one day I was finally gonna sit down and do a video. And if you know me at all, you know that I have a problem throwing things away. Like, I have notes from 8th grade. Beatrice, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. I save everything. Now I'm gonna throw this away because I have finally talked about it and I've shown you. So again, always use a primer. So where's my BB Creme? So if you get our BB Creme, this is what I did. My mom used to say, well, I need the BB Creme and the primer. And I'm like, no, you don't, because the BB Creme has the primer in it. So let me show you. One of the main questions people always ask me is, what color do I need in the BB Creme? It comes in 5 different colors. It comes from light. This is our lightest shade, even though it actually looks like it has a good tint to it. It's pretty light. And it goes all the way up to like a deep dark. I do not recommend that one unless you are like legit from the Caribbean and have a really, really deep, nice, dark skin tone, or you're super extra tan. You don't need that. Even the tan one, which is right in the middle for me, this thing is way too dark. If I put this on, it looks like I have a mask on. So I stick to and I get pretty tan. I stick to the light shade, like in the winter, and I'm pushing it to use the medium in the summertime. And it's totally natural to fluctuate. Like, you guys should definitely be switching up your colors depending on the season. Because if you even get outside a little bit, typically your face and your neck are getting some sun. So you want to make sure you're not still using like the same shade that you would use in the winter and the summer and vice versa, or else you're going to look like you have a mask. Whole key is to like blend this area right here, right? You want this to be like one solid shade. Okay, so let me just show you. I'll show you the which one is this? The tan, just so you can see. So again, this has multi benefits. It's got our anti-aging serum. It has a makeup primer in it. It has an SPF of 15, and then it's also basically a tinted moisturizer. So you don't need an extra moisturizer when you use this. This is your moisturizer. So let me put this guy on my neck and just kind of blend it in. A lot of people get this and they say, oh, well, it didn't cover like the foundation that I needed. Well, it's not a foundation. It's not going to be like, I used to use MAC. I'm going to have a truth session here. I used to use MAC Studio Fix, which is like probably one of the thickest foundations you can use, because I always absolutely hated my skin, and I thought I needed something like super, super strong and thick to cover all of my acne marks and all of my sun damage and all that stuff. Turns out what I was doing was just totally suffocating my skin and not helping it get any better. So when I switched over to this stuff, my skin was actually able to breathe, and it covered really, really nicely. So one pump of this stuff, which is now, it does have the anti-aging serum in it, so it's not going to be like super thick. It is going to run a little bit. So what I typically do is just put it on one finger and then dot my nose in different areas. Here's a little pro tip for you with anything that you use, but especially lemongrass, because if you want any of your products to last a little bit longer, don't put it on 2 fingers or 2 hands and rub it in, because now you're just putting product on your other hand, which is not where you want it. Put it directly on your face and rub it in with the same hand. That way you're getting just one pump, you save product, you don't have to order it as often. But so that was the dark. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll do a couple Indian stripes for you. So that's the dark. Let's see what the medium does for us. Here is, oh my god, it's gonna start to look totally gray. Here is the medium. So you can see in the bottle it doesn't look that different, but on your neck or on your body, it's definitely gonna be a huge difference. Probably should have done this on the other side. Sorry, the baby's crushing my lungs, I can't breathe. Woo. Okay, and then this is the light. Can you see that? This is so ridiculous. Anyway, this is light, this is medium, and this is tan. That's what I'm saying. If you do not have a rocking tan, you should be light or medium. Hi, Ashley. You're watching me give myself some more stripes. So again, use the same hand that you use. Hey, Silva, use the same hand that you would put on your whole face. Don't use 2 hands because you're basically just wasting the product. So, BB Creme, light, medium, tan. Again, the benefits are what you would get from the primer, so that if you do want to use a little something extra over this, I definitely need something more than just a BB cream. Again, it is a tinted moisturizer. It's not going to cover like tremendously. Some people that don't have to wear a lot of makeup, that don't want makeup, that don't have time, like whatever, they love the BB cream because it gives you just a little tiny bit of coverage. It also gives you some SPF protection, and it's also a good moisturizer. So you get the wham bam of all that, and on top of that, like I said, our anti-aging serum is also in it. I use this anti-aging serum at night. I have talked about this like over and over and over again. This stuff is it's the bomb. I can't even tell you how great this stuff has been for my skin. It has organic avocado oil in it, but about 1 billion other things, and everything in here is listed. Really, really amazing serums, really nice natural oils like jojoba. Jojoba is one of the only oils in the world that most mimics our skin's natural sebum, so that when you put it on your skin, it actually absorbs. It's not like mineral oil or some other crap that some of the cheaper cosmetics use, which actually, it clogs your pores, it causes ingrown hairs, it causes acne, all that stuff. I don't know if I already said on this, I was talking to somebody earlier, I have had cystic acne my entire life up until I started using lemongrass products, like really bad. From middle school all the way through college, past college, I have had horrible skin. I was on every medication from my dermatologist that you can even think of. Topical creams. I was on oral antibiotics and all that stuff. Oh, thanks, Silva. It's probably because I'm pregnant and just sweating, but thanks. But anyway, so once I finally learned that when you use the proper skincare and you're using like truly good serums and not just crap oils like mineral oil and all this other stuff that people throw in, it changes just the luminosity and just how your skin reacts to different things. So this has, again, the primer, or sorry, the BB Creme only has both the primer, as I'm dropping everything, has the primer and it has the anti-aging serum in it. So these two equal this. So that's basically like, again, wham bam, and that's only 24 bucks. So what I do is I use, sometimes in the summertime, I find this can be a little too heavy for me and doesn't dry as fast because of the anti-aging serum in it. So I just use this at night. I love our primer for summertime. I put this on because I also use our Sheer Minerals powder. So again, if you're someone that just wants like a really light makeup application, a lot of my friends can get away with just using the BB Creme. They put it on, they love it. It covers, it makes your skin look nice and even. I throw our powder minerals on top of it, and it's like the perfect blend for me. So I hope that, do I still have my stripes? Yeah, let me rub these in and see what happens. This is like my trifecta going on. Oh, it's so creamy too. I should tell you guys about that. So typically when I do makeup parties, people look at this and they're like, oh, I want to try it. They love the way that it feels. One girl actually described it as, so can you see this stuff? Like, it's just so nice. One girl actually said it feels like, it's like melted chocolate going into your skin. I'm like, I don't know if you want melted chocolate on your skin, but it's truly just like smooth and nice, and it blends and it goes away and you don't feel it at all. Like, you can fan yourself and not feel like you have a mask on and not feel like your skin is suffocating, and you're still able to breathe. It's just so nice because it doesn't have mineral oil in it. Who else was asking about this? Who was asking me? So many of you were asking for BB Creme, and I was hoping you would see this so you could get on and ask some questions live. But if you see this later on and you have questions, just ask me. But again, a lot of people, when they're looking for a color, here's what I would suggest. If you don't get outside much at all, I would go for the lightest color possible. Like I showed you that tan that I had over here, tan is dark. Okay, if you know me like personally and you've seen my skin color, I consider myself pretty tan. I get outside a lot. We live on the beach. Tan is too dark for me, so don't go for tan. I would go light or medium if you have a bit more of a tan. But if you check out our check out page 11 in the catalog, that shows you all the colors that I was just telling you guys about, all the BB creams. Boom. Again, it's 1 full ounce and it comes in 5 different colors. And again, the price of this stuff, the primer that I used to use from my favorite stores in the mall and my favorite high-end department stores that I was paying upwards of $36 to $42, and the primer that I use now is $24. Like, you cannot beat the price of this stuff. Some of the ingredients that are in here, not to mention, like, it's not just a primer. It's not just gonna like do what it's supposed to do and hold your makeup on and shrink your pores and all that kind of stuff. It actually has really great stuff in here for your skin as well. There's another company that one of my friends was raving about her primer. She showed it to me, and of course the first thing I do, and I know people freak out when they show me their ingredients because they're like, oh, I shouldn't have shown it to you, because the first thing I do is I turn it around and I read what's in it. Interestingly enough, this one does not give you the ingredients. All it does is tell you something in French and then tell you like what the product is supposed to do. But my friend at the time who showed me her primer, I immediately turned it around, and one of the first ingredients I see in the primer was EDTA. EDTA is a gross preservative. I won't drone on about what it does. If you really want to know what EDTA is, you can look it up. But EDTA is one of the more kind of like cheaper preservatives that are in a lot of skincare products. They're in lotion, they're in shampoos and conditioners, lots of face creams, lots of eye creams, but definitely in lots of primers, because it's one of like the emollient, I guess, textured things that when you put it on your skin, it helps products like rub in easier. So that's why a lot of companies want to use EDTA. It basically, not only is it bad for your skin and it's a preservative and it's very, very toxic, but what it does is it opens up your pores more so that when you put other ingredients on following that product, it absorbs those products faster. So if you're then putting more chemicals on top of chemicals, it's just flooding your body faster with them. So think about that. Chemicals are crazy, you guys. I have like honestly made it quite a passion of mine to try and understand them and try to know what to avoid and then pass that on to you, which is why I'm so crazy about lemongrass, because I don't have to do research projects every time I try one of their products, because everything is clean and it's safe and it's natural and it's organic. There are no synthetic dyes or fragrances or anything like that. If you want one of the catalogs, this is our new fall catalog. It's only a month old. We have all of our new products. If you guys want a catalog and I have not gotten one to you yet, please just leave me a comment or send me a message and I will send you one of these. But check out page 22. You can always go online and look at our catalog. Page 22 shows you the top 12 ingredients to avoid. Granted, there are like hundreds of ingredients that you should avoid, but these are like the top 12 that are some of the most offending ones that are in a lot of cosmetics, a lot of skincare. If you look, there is zero regulation in the cosmetic industry as a whole by the government. They do not regulate it at all. At all. They don't have time for that. They're busy doing food and drugs and all that other stuff. Cosmetics like totally fall by the wayside. So the last time there was a regulation in the cosmetic industry was 1942. Hello? I'm not good at math, but that was a long time ago. So it's up to you. Seriously, you have to be your own advocate for the skincare that you're using. So that's why I love this stuff, because I don't have to like be like, what am I using? Or if my sons break into my lip balms all the time, I'm like, oh great, what did you just eat? Or what did you just smear all over your face? Or whatever. Like, if I had a daughter, I would definitely want to make sure if we were like playing makeup or whatever, even my friends that have little girls, I'm always giving them the lip balms, or I'm like telling them like, you should probably switch out if you're doing like little fun makeovers with them. This stuff's totally safe for them. But again, if you were someone that was specifically asking about the BB creams, I hope that answered your question, what the purpose of them are, what they're good for, all that stuff. These are the 3 colors I just showed you. Again, if you want one and you want to try one, I would start at the light first, for sure. As we're getting kind of towards the end of summer, you might definitely be happy you did light, especially if you have a whole bottle that you want to get through. I think that's all. Hey, Bree. If you guys have any other questions specifically about the BB creams, let me know. But again, it's not going to be like a thick foundation. You're not going to put it on and feel like everything is, it's not going to be like a thick layer. It's just going to be nice and light and perfect. And then if you want anything extra, just add the minerals like I was telling you guys. Okay, that's all. I'll talk to you all later. See ya. If you want a catalog, let me know. I'll send you one. I'll hook you up. Bye.